Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. For the last couple of videos, we've actually been talking about how you can code, how you can AI agents, how you can use complex AI agents, and how you can make your workflow easier and like making projects using AI agents. So today in this video, we are actually going to talk about if you are a developer and just starting now into developing such as web development, app development, mobile development, how you can use those AI agents to get optimized and get the best output in your journey and then learn as well as use them as a partner buddy and use them in your workflow to the code the best of your output. So yeah, this video is basically going to be about that only. We're going to be talking about how you can use AI agents as your regular part, how you can use them as buddy, you can automate your day-to-day task. So yeah, let us begin. So a few years ago, AI agents were normally used for writing a basic email, doing your drafting work for your any college project, or using even getting like a documentation of your code, like reading your code files and just seeing what else in your code. So I just started using AI agent by making the README of my projects. So I used to make some Python projects, simple projects such as in the college you are given some AI ML projects like visualization, data visualization, your prediction models, etc., etc. So I used to actually it should have many p.py files. So I used to take AI agents and used to see and tell them ki give me the GitHub readme of this and as host this on GitHub, and how I can, if I am presenting this to a recruiter, how I can, or anyone else, how I can make the visualization part of this very well and neat so that he instantly connects like what the project is about. So yeah, that's the basic chunk which was AI agents were used to being used for. For now, it's like 2026, and like in last month of February only, we saw the development of three AI agents. Like Gemini 3.1 just launched like 2 days ago. Codex 5.3, we launched so the launch of Claude Opus 4.6, as well as some new min-max version 2 people are using these days for like most of their production workflow in your coding workflow in your day-to-day life. So that's a big chunk of AI agents that has taken over the day-to-day task of mine. Even I use AI agents for scripting of videos. I use AI agents for like for documentation as well as for some minor bugs. As we saw in the previous video, I've coded a simple finance app which is less like Splitwise, but my own app, which my own database connected to Supabase, connected to Firebase. These are all being done in the one prompting. These are all been done with one single prompt. So yeah, that's the future. People say, and even Microsoft says that 30% of their 70% of your code is written by AI, which is even a bigger development in the last like 4 or 5 years before, where there was mass hiring and people used to like manually write code, which has like completely gone. Even I've seen in corporate these days, and during internships, people are just like understanding the code base, reading the docs, and they're like telling the Claude or even telling code ChatGPT that okay, this is a docs, this is just adhere by this and give me what do the changes. And yeah, they're just pushing the code, like they're not doing random vibe coding, but yeah, they don't know the main core and the logic of the code, but yeah, it works so that they just ship it. Even Twitter was down recently and people are like they're vibe coding the stuff, so that's the main thing that's been happening right now. So in this video, let's just start covering like if you are a developer in the beginning with this journey, what the best thing you can do and how you can optimize using these agents. So yeah, firstly I'm going to tell you about the three main agents which are right now, is Claude or code chat gpt as well as Gemini. So for the mass chunk who don't know, Claude is basically by Anthropic. It is their series of open source models, which is Claude 4. Opus 4.6, which is the latest model which was launched in the month of February. That's the most go-to model and most trained model. There's a $200 subscription for the max version if you want per month. They got enough queries, enough prompts, you can last the whole month. And if you're a student using GitHub Education, you can get that you can get the model of Claude as a Copilot premium account in your VS Code. So I have already given a video for the link in that in description. And the next thing, there is ChatGPT, which recently launched the Codex, which is like the better version of Claude as well as a cursor. So that is comes around that is going to be free for some time, but it's going to cost you $25 per month. The Codex 5.3 is the go-to of mine agent right now. Also, I'm using that regularly on my regular basis, my college project as well as for my freelance project, etc. So that's a good plus point. And then we got the Gemini 3.1 Pro, which was recently launched. So Gemini basically comes in the visualization area of the models, which is for videos, song. Recently they launched photo editing, etc. So that's a good model. And then so what are the specialist agents? So right now we have got Claude Sonnet 4. Claude Opus 4.6, which is the king of the agent right now, which is being talked like the most. And if you integrate that with Claude Bot, you are like getting literally, you don't even have to move your cursor, and like everything is been done. Like the person wakes up in the morning and they just like, I have these tasks, so they just do it and just tell me when you are done. And the Claude Bot is doing everything. He's pushing the code, he's taking his meetings, he's noting down any emails you get, he's noting down any WhatsApp messages you get. And yeah, so that plus Claude Bot is actually what a deadly combination which is available in the market right now. talk in the context of AI agents. I'm not just talking about copy pasting, randomly copy pasting the code. I want you guys to learn also and just know what the coding the agent is doing. So yeah, first of all, there is a feature is called ID context. You just need to close that feature if you're doing vibe coding, because that does directly give your agent the complete access of your workflow, and you are not getting even know and just knowing what is happening and right now what not changes they are being made. Secondly, I would write is always prompt that okay, just tell me step by step what you are doing, so that even if the agent is performing, he's gonna show your research thinking phase where you can actually know that okay, this is what he is doing, this step he learns that, this step he saw thought that, and he's gonna execute that. So even if some step you think okay, that's a hard coded way, I don't want that, I don't want it to implement like that, that will can cause some query in other feature which I was working upon, you can simply stop it and say okay, don't take this model, don't take this way, just take another way. So yeah, that's the another feature you should work upon, like don't randomly wipe code. Also, if you want some agents which can do the planning for you, which can get the tasks done for you, you can get the research proper done for you, which you can use Perplexity. It has got the good agent right now. It has got more like variable output feedback, like text feedback more than like code feedback. You can use Gemini also. Like 2.5 Pro is giving out free API keys. You can integrate that into any hardware projects for research knowledge. Like I made a RAG based project using AI, which I trained it using like 10,000 of code bases of patient reports of diabetes, cancer, as well as heart patients. And then I use simple scraping method where 2.4 used to go through if a person inputs like, okay, I have these symptoms, which is the closest you think I have, and just going to go to 10,000 reports. It's got RAG, it got bits in the form of bits, and then it can easily tell, okay, this is the nearest I think you have the disease through, this is the nearest I think the symptoms of you have, and you can have this, you can visit the doctor also. So that's a good project also. I've linked it in my resume. I'm going to put the GitHub also down below over there. Basically, to sum of this video, like the best developer doesn't actually know how to ride the bus. He's actually the conductor of the bus, he's actually the ticket collector of the bus, he's actually the driver of the bus. So he's all three of the person as the best developer who can actually guide the okay, what is happening. He can guide the AI agent with his own outputs, he can guide with the perfect prompts. So that's the best developer I think out there. So there you should, while making a project, you should actually iterate into it like what the project is about. You should have research phase, development phase, planning phase, and you have a good sprints in this if you're doing pair programming also. So yeah, to sum up the video, if you're starting your development journey in 2026, just pick an AI agent, give it your thoughts, train it as per your needs, and like just start iterating. Just do some coding actually, not just like hands-free coding. You're just sitting there and like prompting, and just not understand the code base first. Tell it to step by step. Tell you the steps it is doing. Tell the method it is going for, which is gonna give you a not only like a practical approach but a theoretical approach in the interviews also. So in the corporate world, if you go in like some startup or freelancing, you know what you're talking about, you know the code base, you know that okay, if this idea is being raised, the code process is going to be like this. I'm going to link the how I'm going to link the back end to the front end, how I'm going to have a good UI so that there are not any development bugs later on, so that there is some fault in the UI which is not good, which is not like user friendly, which is not scalable, etc. I hope this breakdown helped you seeing AI agents in a new light. It helped you starting your journey, it helped started you knowing and how you can use AI in your daily lives. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'm Loves of Fs. Keep coding, keep continuing. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.